He is chairman of the Committee on Energy and Commerce, so Michigan Congressman Fred Upton knows a lot about the energy issues currently facing our country. He joins us live, and the issue on everybody's mind, of course, is gas prices. We've had some good news lately on that. They have come down a lot. There's also some evidence they're going to come down even more with where crude oil prices have been going lately. Talk to me about both short and long term for drivers. What do you see this summer, and then what do you see beyond in terms of prices?
Well, we'll see what happens. You know, as long as the unrest in the Middle East stays out there, the speculators in New York do have something to say with it. What we're trying to do now is send a long-term signal that we are serious about increasing our domestic supply. A third of our oil comes from the Gulf. Oil production there has been stopped. I'm going to be seeing the Secretary of Interior, the Secretary of Energy, a little bit later this week on Wednesday. Production in Alaska continues to decline as it has really every year. We're going to have a bill on the House floor later this week that helps streamline the permit process. We've got a specific case. Shell Oil has spent $3 billion the last couple years trying to drill 2 test wells off the coast of Alaska where they think there may be as much as 25 billion barrels. This is something that we can't turn our back on, and we've got what I think will be bipartisan legislation on the House floor a little bit later this week to begin to open that up. We're also talking about building a pipeline, maybe as many as 250,000 jobs, U.S. jobs, dependent upon building a pipeline, largest construction project ever with Alberta, down to the lower 48, where we might be able to bring as much as 1 million barrels a day by the end of the decade.
And you're talking about you may have some Democratic support on that. We'll see.
Well, we do.
With expanded drilling, sometimes that can be an issue.
Well, we actually do have bipartisan support already in terms of co-sponsors of the legislation. And I expect that bill, the pipeline bill, could be on the House floor as early as next month.
We're winding down here, so I want to ask you, debt ceiling. There's a game of chicken going on right now. Is this a good way to get a budget deal, or is it a dangerous way to screw up the economy even more?
We need structural changes, and that is what this, we had a vote 2 weeks ago. It failed 3-1, straight debt ceiling extension with no reforms at all. Every Republican voted no. 80-some Democrats, including Joe Donnelly, voted no. It sent the signal to the White House, things have to change. Where are the structural reforms that we have to have in place? Because we don't want to end up like Greece.
But if we miss a deadline on the debt ceiling, can it have catastrophic consequences?
My sense is you can go a little bit beyond that. They're already playing poker on this a little bit, so we'll see what happens.
You don't think that could lead to job losses? I mean, if it...
Better not.
Okay. All right, we'll have to leave it there. Michigan Congressman Fred Upton, thanks for being here this morning.
Bet.